Good afternoon and welcome aboard Crystal Skye, the world's largest, most luxurious aircraft. And I'm sure those of you who have heard about Crystal Skye have seen the media come on board and talk to you about how you can only charter this aircraft for hundreds of thousands of dollars. But what we've decided to do is charter the aircraft and invite you just to buy a seat. So we're on board, private tour here in Miami for the day to show you what this aircraft is all about. Right now, as you walk on the airplane, we're going to turn left and show you the bar and dining area and introduce you to a couple members of the team. We have Guillermo, who's in charge of guest relations for the Crystal Skye product.
Welcome aboard. Welcome
and
to Crystal
we
Skye.
have one of our Skye attendants, Luciana.
Welcome aboard. Welcome to Crystal Skye. We're really looking forward to see you in May on our trip to South Africa. Welcome.
Okay. And as we come to the back, you'll recognize this famous bartender, Ryan Hilton, at the bar, ready to serve you.
Welcome aboard to Crystal Skye, everybody. Once you're aboard, seated, and we're in the air, and the crew's ready for us, travelers will be able to come up to the lounge and bar area here. You can see a great selection of drinks, international wines covering most of the great wine growing districts in the world. Japanese whiskeys, brandies, gins, single malt scotches, and obviously a great barman to make you anything you choose. Some pink bubbles, a favorite of somebody I know well, and a short list over there. Just to the right over there, you'll see Malaka working with the executive chef Francois on the menus.
So our private charter that's going to depart from Sarasota in May is going to take us directly to South Africa, where we're going to spend a week at Singita Game Reserve. We're fortunate that our executive chef on board, Francois, is from South Africa. So he's going to talk to us a little bit about what will happen once we board, because remember, our flight leaves Sarasota at 11 o'clock in the morning, which is perfect for...
Well, again, welcome, and we're really looking forward to this special occasion. If we look at our specific flight time, leaving at 11 a.m., we can then put together specific dining options for our guests, and that would be, of course, starting off with a brunch. We could be serving a brunch in this beautiful lounge environment, and from there, later on in the flight, we can design a dinner, supper perhaps, which will be served in the main cabin. But this is a typical setup that we'll be looking at. On a brunch occasion, we'll set up this dining area, the center dining table, and this could be set up for the brunch, and then, as I mentioned, later on in the flight could be more of a dining experience.
We're going to come over here. You might recognize this lovely face. This is Alex, who's going to enjoy a little bit of tea time, which we'll also have the opportunity to enjoy later on in the flight. Shut myself in here. All right. Now come around back. So this part of the plane is where the typical first class cabin would be. Just say it's a pretty nice cabin. As we move back, soundproof, so that those of you who want to just relax in your seats don't hear any of, I don't want to say noise, but any of the fun that's going on up front. So if you just want to come on board, find your seat, come on back. We'll show you where your seat might be. As you can see, 88 flatbed seats, all configured 2, 2, and 2. So for those of you who are already joining us, I'll show you where some of your seats are. Sandy, I think your crew has this area back here. Leslie, I think you guys might be over off to the side. Roger, your group, I think, has a couple of these seats back here. Carter might be trying to steal your seat, actually. So remember, Father's Day is coming up Sunday, so kids, ask Mom for the credit card. If she doesn't put a budget or a cap on what you can spend for Dad, I think this is the perfect opportunity. 14 hours on this fantastic aircraft, Boeing 777, landing in South Africa, spending a week on safari, and then kids, maybe they'll bring you along. You just have to make sure you get straight A's. Here's your lay down seat. Carter is 6 feet tall now, if you guys can believe it or not. Each seat comes with the noise-canceling Bose headsets. And then Alex, if you want to scan the screen, you'll be able to see how wide the screens are. Oh, a selection of movies.
Oh, we got Black Panther on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we're moving back towards the more middle of the aircraft, we find Ryan enjoying his time back here.
Lots of room for everybody. Very comfortable seats. Room underneath.
And if he doesn't want to talk to me, he can just slide that. All right, so we're going to head back a little bit more, show you the rest of the plane. As you can see, of course, very spacious. Right now, we're about 50% sold. Some of you may be asking, okay, why are we going from Sarasota? Well, we live in Sarasota and we came up with the idea to do this. And the people who have signed up, majority are from the Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, Bradenton area. We've got some from Texas, some from Maryland. We invite you to join us. If you have a Virtuoso travel agent, give them a call. They know about this product. And remember, we are the only ones who are actually chartering the plane and selling individual seats on the plane. The only other way you're going to fly Crystal Skye is if you charter the aircraft yourself. So we're going to keep coming back. I know you keep seeing these two, but they're enjoying a little bit of time on the aircraft. You don't necessarily always have to dine up front at the tables. The tables do seat 24 people, and we will have specific different seating times. You can dine here while you're watching a movie, they would enjoy iced tea if they were coming along, but if you want to enjoy a glass of champagne or wine, put your feet up, kick back, watch a movie, it's perfect. Ryan, let's come back to the back of the aircraft. So we're still coming to the back of the plane in the row 20s right about now. There's not a bad seat on this aircraft. That's what's so cool about it. So as we come back and we find Francois again, our fabulous executive chef, he's going to talk to us a little bit more about what we can do to have fun in the back of the plane. So Francois, I'm going to leave it to you.
So follow me, let me show you what we're going to do later on in the flight. So as we get to what we call the aft of the aircraft, where we've got a large galley, my domain as chef, we also have a wine cellar. And this wine cellar will be stocked with all the guest requests, any specific wines, any specific champagnes, and of course there's the perfect little bubbly here, the pink one, our rosé.
My favorite.
There we go. So we will have this fully stocked according to our guest requests. So should you have a special selection, then we'll ensure that that's on board the flight.
And chefs, you know you're going to have the opportunity to introduce South African wines and the world of South African wines to these travelers on their way.
Absolutely, and we know that we have beautiful wines down in South Africa, and we will ensure that we have some of those wines, and then of course on the return we'll also have a new selection. But the whole idea here is that we can entertain guests during the flight in the galley with perhaps a cheese and wine tasting. I could be cooking some steak and we can have a little bit of a taste with red wines and a pairing over there. So, you know, it's breaking up that flight time and specifics during the flight and for guest experience to experience. So this is my galley area, large space, and this is where it all happens.
It looks like they give you a lot of freedom back here.
I do have, yes. And we have all the specialized equipment, dry heating, steaming, specialized coffee machines, so we'll be able to serve specialty coffees as you would in a little coffee shop, barista style, and all the specifics that we need. So we'll design the menu according to our guest requests.
So a traveler could have a skinny latte or a cappuccino on board?
The press of a button.
Well, thank you. We're looking so forward to it. So one of the other questions you might have is, what are the size of the bathrooms on this fabulous Boeing 777? I'm going to take you in so that you can see. As we walk through here, you'll find Alex once again lounging. I don't think she wants to spend the entire time in the bathroom, but just to show you, and I'm pretty tall, so 5'10". We all could sit here. So if you want to pan in, for those of you who know me, you know what a bathroom snob, amenity type person I am when I'm traveling the world at different hotels. Just like on your Crystal cruises, on the oceans, on the rivers, the yachting, Etro is your product of choice in here. I'm going to take you back this way. So, as we complete the tour, and we do want to thank you for joining us, remember, if you don't live in Sarasota and you want to participate in this one-week safari flying over on Crystal Skye, here's what the plan is. Come to Sarasota a day before. We'll house you at a luxury hotel downtown. We'll have a big kickoff party. The next morning, which will be May the 10th, I'm sorry. May the 10th, we'll fly from Sarasota, 11 o'clock in the morning, have our fun champagne brunch, land in South Africa on the 11th, and automatically connect to the Singita game reserves. I'm going to turn the camera on Ryan so that he can talk to you about your game safari experience, and then how, once the day it ends, how you have the opportunity to stay up to 3 weeks post-end Crystal Skye Singita Safari Day. And then we're going to fly you back business class on Etihad Airways, which you can upgrade to first if you like. You have that opportunity and that flexibility. So why don't I turn the camera around, and Ryan, if you can talk to us all about the safari experience.
Now that you've seen this gorgeous aircraft, definitely the most direct and most luxurious way to get to Africa. If you've ever wanted to go to Africa, I'm sure it's been for the African safari experience and the time in the wild. You have the opportunity now to purchase just 2 seats on this aircraft and then join us in South Africa for a 6-night safari experience. Your 6 nights on safari will be split between 2 safari locations, each different enough from the other that you will know you have gone somewhere else, and both are world-class big game safari destinations where you stand a chance of seeing anything you would see on television, on any of the great television shows. Singita is the best at the South African safari experience. Their hardware is exceptional. Their hospitality team is outstanding. One of the best South African wine selections in the world, easily. Their field team stands out as among the most educated, among the most resourced, and among the best trained in Africa. 3 nights in one location, a short flight, 3 nights in another location. At the end of your 6-night safari, you have the opportunity to extend your time in the region. You heard Malaka say that you would have a return flight on a business class, upgradable to first class Etihad ticket through Abu Dhabi. Between the end of our safari experience on the 17th and 3 weeks later, you have time to explore the region. Victoria Falls is nearby, Cape Town is nearby. There are additional Southern African safari experiences that are easily within reach. There are additional Singita safari experiences available up in Tanzania as well as Rwanda at that time. So you have a lot of time to explore the remaining parts of the region and the continent. You should only use this flight and the 6 nights at safari as a start point for your greater experience in the whole region. The trip sells for $37,950 per person. It includes the 1 night in Sarasota for the kickoff party, the international flight from the United States, from Sarasota, all the way to Johannesburg, South Africa, on this gorgeous beauty with this great team. It'll be the most comfortable 16, 14, 15 hours you've had in the air. Depends on how hard the wind's blowing. We may even ask the pilot to take the long route. In the destination, 6 nights on safari, as Singita does it. There'll be a few key individuals available to enhance your experience, but I know I would love to have you join us. Malaka would love to have you join us, And this is your opportunity to buy only 2 seats on this gorgeous aircraft, or 4 or 6. Bring your whole family if you like. In fact, if you have 86 friends who want to take it as well, let us know. We'll arrange your own charter. Right now we're going to switch back to Malaka.
All right, so thank you guys very much. Ryan, thank you for that. Nobody can deliver South Africa like you can. So we're going to wrap it up here. I just want to say thank you for watching. As I said in the beginning, no other way you're going to fly Crystal Skye unless you charter the entire aircraft yourself. We came up with the idea to partner with Singita. Singita Safari experience equivalent to your Crystal Cruises experience too. So you know what you're going to get. You're going to get the best accommodation, the best guides. Your hospitality on the ground will be fantastic. So far we're about 50% full. We want you to give us a call at 941-951-1801. If you're watching, you have your own Virtuoso travel agent, please give them a call as well. We do expect this to sell out. And as we started this process, we talked about the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do this. Our goal is to try and do this every year to different destinations. So hopefully you'll join us. I hope you enjoyed watching this. This is our first Facebook Live video that we've done. And then any questions, just reach out, email us, give us a call. We hope to see you guys coming with us next May.